The probabilities that Ago, Sule, and Musa will gain admission are 4/5, 3/4, and 2/3 respectively. Find the probability that A, none of them will gain admission. B, only Ago and Sule will gain admission. Now let's look at how to do this step by step. Now the solution with A, let's start with A. Now let's first of all write the admission. Okay, the probability that Ago will gain admission is 4/5. That is for Ago. So if the probability that Ago will gain admission is 4/5, then the probability that Ago will not gain admission probability that Ago will not gain admission will be given by one whole number minus the probability that he will gain admission. So don't forget, the probability that he will not, the probability that Ago will not gain admission is simply one whole number minus the probability that he will gain. So we're going to say 1 minus 4/5. And 1 minus 4/5 is simply 1/5. Don't forget, this is like 1/1. So you are taking the LCM as 5. So you say 5 multiplied by 1, then minus 4, and that will give us 1/5. So that is the short method of doing it. So what you just need to do is simply say 5 minus 4, and that will give you 1/5 here. So this is the probability that Ago will not gain admission. Don't forget that the probability that he will gain admission is 4/5. So the probability that he will not gain admission will be simply carried out as 1 minus the 4/5, and that will give us 1/5. Similarly, the probability that Sule will not gain admission will be done in similar way as we have done for Ago. So the probability that Sule will gain admission is 3/4. So the probability that he will not gain admission is simply also 1 minus 3/4. And that will give us 1/4. That is, you simply say 4 minus 3, and that is 1, all divided by 4. So that's the short method of doing it. Then let's go for the last person, which is Musa. So the probability that Musa will not gain admission, I'm sure you already know what it is now, because the probability that Musa will gain is 2/3. So the probability that he will not gain is 1 minus 2/3, and 1 minus 2/3 will give us 1/3. So now that we have these probabilities that are the negation, that is the negative of the original one given to us in the question, then we can now go ahead and continue with what we are solving. So don't forget, the first one says the probability that none of them will gain admission. So the probability that none will gain admission now, probability that none gains admission will be equal to, don't forget that this is for none of them gaining admission. So the probability that none gains admission means that Ago will not gain admission, and Sule will not gain admission, and Musa will not gain admission. So it means Ago will not gain admission, and Musa will not gain admission, and Sule will not gain admission. So in probability and, don't forget, in probability and, that is A and D, represents multiplication. So when you say and, the operation to use to carry it out is multiplication. So when we are saying Ago will not gain admission and Sule will not gain admission and Musa will not gain admission. So Ago will not gain admission is 1/5. And so don't forget, I use my multiplication for and, multiplication. So probability that Ago will not gain admission and Sule will not gain admission is 1/4. So I say times 1/4. And I put another multiplication to represent the and Musa will not gain admission is 1/3. So that is what has been represented. Don't forget that and is multiplication. So if you say none gains admission, it means Ago will not gain admission and Sule will not gain admission and Musa will not gain admission. So this multiplication indicates what this statement is telling us. So non-gain admission means the three of them will not gain admission, which means Ago will not gain admission and Sule will not gain admission and Musa will not gain admission. And then when we evaluate this, 1 times 1 times 1 will give us 1, all divided by 5 times 4, 20, 20 times 3, and that is 60. So the probability that none of them will gain admission is 1/60. Now let's check the second part of the question, which is the B part of the question. Now the B part of the question is asking what's the probability that only Ago and Sule will gain admission. So what this means is that, let me write it in probability form first. Probability, PR is, we know is representing probability. Probability that only Ago and Sule gain admission. That will be equal to, now let's analyze what this statement means first logically. The probability that only Ago and Sule gain admission means that Ago gains admission and Sule gain admission and Musa does not gain admission. So the probability that Ago gains admission is 4/5. Don't forget that this 4/5 means Ago gains admission. So the probability that Ago gains admission is 4/5. And you can see it and representing multiplication. And Sule gains admission. The probability that Sule gains admission is 3/4 from the question. Hope you are seeing that. Let's look at it again. The probability that Ago gains admission is 4/5. The probability that Sule gains admission is 3/4. So what I'm multiplying now is Ago gains admission, which is 4/5, multiplied by, that is the and now, signifies multiplication. So and, which is the multiplication here, Sule gains admission, as we have seen there, is 3/4. The probability that Sule gains admission is 3/4. And don't forget, only Ago and Sule gains admission. That means Musa, the third person, did not gain admission. So Ago and Sule is what we have represented here. Then and Musa did not or will not gain admission. So Musa will not gain admission. See it here. Musa will not. And that is 1/3. So I say and, this multiplication for and Musa will not gain admission, which is 1/3 as shown here. So when we multiply these three parts together, 4 multiplied by, okay, let me cancel. 3 here can cancel 3 here. And then 4 here can cancel 4 here. So what do I have? I have 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1. So what I have as the numerator is 1 multiplied by, this is 5, here is 1 and 1. So multiply by, divided by 5. So that is the answer, 1 over 5. So this is the final answer. So please subscribe to this channel and share this video so that people can learn about probability problems like this. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can get more topics explained in mathematics like this. So please, thank you and see you in the next video.